Welcome back to part 2 of our visit with Rosie and Brad.
Well, tell us a little bit about the menu.
It's the original menu. That was here. And then this one up there, that's what we added to it.
Tell us about those hubcap pancakes.
Oh, our pancakes are, we've been doing this since day one. We give a half order, if you like a half order. And now Brad started the thing, if you can eat a full order, you get a t-shirt. Says I got stacked at Rosie. And
that's a good one, Brad.
And you don't have to pay for it. It's a free, if you eat a full order, it's a free order. And if you eat it all without any help, and I'll tell you what, the biggest and the bravest haven't been able to. We've only you get a free T-shirt with it, and you get the pancakes free. And I think we've only given away 6 shirts in a year and a half.
One of the newscasters in Las Vegas was out, and he wanted pancakes. And I said, want a half order? Oh, I'm hungry. I said, Gary, have a half order, please. And so he has a half, he eats it, he looks at it, and of course it's falling over the plate. Thank you for not letting me get a hold of it. He said, but how do you eat it? I said, well, you got to start in the center. You start in the center, and then you put your syrup and everything and work out. Well, he got about a half of it, because they are like a cake, like a 2-layer cake.
Well, tell us a little bit about that barbecue.
I was going to do country ribs, because I don't like the ribs with the bone. You don't get any meat on them anyhow. It's a waste of time. So I got the country ribs, nice and tender and meaty, but then you couldn't get 2 plates that looked alike. So then I had the butcher cut 1-pound pork steaks. So every order is a pound of barbecue pork steak.
Yeah. That's a full plate.
Oh yeah, with steak fries and baked beans.
That's half a chicken. Yeah, half a chicken.
2-pounders.
Yeah.
Chickens are 2-pounders. The half is.
I understand that you're one of the leaders of the retail lotto in Arizona.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, we've got a plaque over there somewhere where we were $1 million sales in 1 year.
Yeah, that's amazing.
We're also we're the largest seller of winning Powerball tickets that in the state of Arizona. And I don't know if we are now, but we were close to the largest seller in the whole country.
One year we outsold everybody in the United States. It was up to over 300 million. And
we had a line out the door.
We had a line a mile on each side, because we're 50 miles from town. And there is another little town, Boulder Springs. And I tell the people 20 miles down, they could go and get one there. But they said, no, we want to get it at Rosie. That's lucky. Yeah. So they still keep coming. We'd have a big line out there at 6 in the morning.
Run down the line. The line used to come from the bar door all the way around to the billboard. We've had helicopters out here. It's just been amazing.
It is an amazing place. It's a phenomenon, out here 50 miles from a town. We get a lot of biker groups.
Yeah, we had back in February, just on a freak thing, we had over 125 motorcycles in our parking lot. We had reservations for 55 came in, and then 100 motorcycles pulled in a half hour after they pulled in. It was very, very cool. So we went out and counted the the bikes, and we had 2 rows of parking out there. Also, one thing that sets us apart from any other restaurant that we know of, and we've checked in and we couldn't find one, you can ride your motorcycle to your table, and you can park your bike right at your table. And if you come here any weekend, last weekend we had probably 50 bikes at one time, and that's on a Saturday. That's pretty amazing. And they ride their bikes right into the beer garden and park next to their table, because they want to keep an eye on their bikes all the time. So that they get served right there.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about that story, Mom of the Desert.
The highway patrolman named me the Mother of the Desert, because whenever they would pick up people walking in the 110 degrees or something, you know, they knew that if they could get to Rosie's, we would find them right out of here. And so, because I was helping so many people, they called me the Mother of the Desert. And the truckers were coming then. It was before the dam was closed, and all the truckers, we didn't have cell phones then, so they'd call their wives, let them know they're at Rosie's. And every once in a while, one of the truckers would bring their wife, because they wanted to find out who was Rosie, where they were staying. Then they found out I was an old lady at 7 years old. They didn't object to them stopping anymore.
Another answer for the Rosie's Den was that from day one, we always had a couch in the bar, and now it's in style to have a couch in the bar, and we don't have a couch anymore, just till last year, because we needed more table space. But all the bicyclers, all the walkers, all the road runners, we call them, they'd come by, and some of them would have heat stroke, and she would take them under their wing and put them on the couch and make sure that they didn't ice down, make sure they had drank lukewarm water. She really took care of them and everything. And a lot of them, she's helped so many people in this desert that were either stranded or they got stuck out here, or she had them chop wood for their meal or whatever. They had nothing, and she kept, yeah, or they bring something back. They never forget. I was about 2-3 years ago. This guy pulls in with an ice cream machine in the back of his truck, and he said, I don't have any money right now, but I can give you this. And it was one of those for hard ice cream to dip in, and it's in the kitchen right now. We're still using it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Didn't even have to get it repaired. It's been working for 3 years. Yeah, it's very cool.
That must really be nice to have people come back after many years.
That's the most wonderful thing. Some of them, they brought the children here. And now the children come into the karaoke and have a beer. I mean, it's just generations now. Yeah.
Now, do you still have the karaoke? Is it Friday night?
Yeah, Friday night and Saturday night starts at 8 o'clock, and we had a real good karaoke weekend last weekend, and we hope to continue it, and we have our own in-house karaoke, and we got over 130,000 songs. So,
yeah, we have a great beer garden too.
Now, the beer garden has shade and misters. It's a great place to sit outside and enjoy the Arizona sunshine. In our next episode, which is part 3 of our visit with Rosie and Brad, we'll find out the story on that train in the beer garden, and much more. So check it out. Bye for now.